Hey everybody, Adam here with Hometown Acres. Welcome back. So if you've been following the channel for any length of time, you know that I used to store my tractor in a portable garage. And last spring, summer, sometime, we had a little micro burst of wind that came through, picked up that portable garage, tossed it in the air, threw it into a tree, bent up all the framing, and tore some of the tarp fabric that was, providing the shelter for the tractor. So we ended up scrapping that. And since that time, I moved my tractor into the garage to keep it out of the weather, sun, and all that. And, my wife will be damned if she's gonna have her car out of the garage. So that meant that my truck got moved out into the driveway and has been sitting outside for the last 6 months. Well, now that we're getting ready to enter snow season, I wanna come up with a solution to be able to get my truck back in the garage and come up with a shelter for the tractor. So that's what we're up to today. Stick around. So what is the solution then? Well, for starters, you invite over neighbor Doug to offer some extra advice. And so we were trying to think, where do we want to put another shelter? Because I don't want it to be too far away from the house, but I also don't want it to be right next to the house where it kind of looks junky, because I think we're kind of leaning towards another portable shelter. So Doug suggested, why don't you just clear out a little spot right up here in the woods, right next to the house? It'll be out of sight, but yet it'll still be close enough to the house that it's easy to get to whenever you need the tractor. So we were kind of thinking right in here, there's a lot of little smaller saplings we could clear out. I think the building we're looking at is probably a 12 by 20, just something real cheap from Tractor Supply for a temporary basis. And that would fit in really nicely right in here and just clear out all these small saplings. Shouldn't be a whole lot of work in clearing. But then we're gonna need to grade this out because it is a little bit on a hill. So we'll use the box blade and the bucket on the tractor to kind of smooth this out, level it out, and then throw some stone down. So that's the plan. We're gonna go ahead and get started with the chainsaw, try to get these stumps out, and then start leveling it out. All right, we got all the saplings and stumps pulled out. Let's go ahead and throw the box blade and the bucket on and see if we can grade this a little bit more level side to side. And then we'll be ready for stone and our portable shelter. All right, so we got this all graded out and we measured it. The only spot that we're a little bit narrow, like I said, we're gonna get a 12 by 20 portable shelter. From that tree right there to this bank is like 12 foot exactly. So I think we're gonna go ahead and cut this one down. I won't be able to get this stump out with the tractor, so we're just gonna cut it flush with the ground. It's gonna be on the outside of the building, but it's just gonna be close to the side. So as long as, you know, we get it close to the ground, it's not gonna be a problem. And then this cherry tree here is dead. And the last thing I want to do is put up a shelter, park my tractor underneath it, and then have it fall on top of both of them. So we're gonna take that one down as well. All right, so here is the end result of our work today. Good news and bad news. This is looking pretty good for our original plan. We've got it level pretty well side to side. We do have a little bit of a slope going back. We brought the laser level out here and shot grade, and that's about 30 inches lower down in that back corner than it is up here. And you know, for a portable garage, that would have been fine. But as we got to looking at this more, we're thinking this would actually be a pretty good location for something a little bit more permanent than a portable garage. Like I said, it's very close to the house. The wood line here over on the left is going to keep it hidden from, you know, the road and everything, so people aren't going to see that it's back here. And so our plan has changed. We're now thinking we might widen this out a little bit, make a more permanent structure. And since we've got the sawmill, you know, we can mill all of our own lumber. And that's another thing. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it seems like the price of lumber is going back up these days. 2x4s back during the peak around here were $8 or $9 a 2x4, and then they dropped back down to about $3.50, $4, and it seems like they're back up to $5 or $6 a 2x4. So luckily we have a sawmill that we can mill all of our own lumber except for the treated posts that we would put in. But I'm thinking we're probably going to do a 12 by 20, maybe a 14 by 20. That way I can get the tractor in on one side and maybe start parking the four-wheeler and the side-by-side on the other side. So I think that's going to about wrap this one up. I know we kind of switched gears and changed plans on you guys, but let me know in the comments below if you can think of any other suggestions for this building site here. Like I said, we've got the sawmill, so we might as well take advantage and mill all our own lumber rather than going out and buying a portable structure. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this one, give me a big thumbs up, click that subscribe button. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.